guys to another Game Room tour. This is number 12, the first one for 2018. I know it's been a while to start this series off, but we're here and hopefully this is a great way to kick the series off with my good friend Victor Marland, aka Virtvic as he's known on UK VAC. Now, out of all my arcade friends, Vic is the guy I've known the longest, and he's really responsible for getting me into this hobby. He's such a knowledgeable bloke, so enthusiastic, really knows his stuff, especially from the classic 80s era of games. And you know what, guys, we've got so much in common, me and him, and we're very similar taste in games. I just love going around to his arcade because he's got all the ones that I really do enjoy playing. And you know what, he makes the most out of nothing. He'd just get an old chip shop jammer cab and create a game that's got these unique controls and he'll make it work. You know, he's very handy, he's got some great skills, and it's just fascinating to see what he creates sometimes. So without further ado, guys, just get on the road and go and see my good friend Virtvic. Welcome back, guys, for the naughty but nice section, and this week we're going to make our own cakes. I've got some lovely pancakes here, fresh from the bakery, and we're going to stick some fresh cream on there like that. Loads of creams is how you make them. Loads of chocolate maple sauce. Look at this, chocolate maple sauce all over. We love all that, don't we? I'm just about to bite into this now. It's gorgeous. Who's that knocking on the door?
I've got some ice buns for sale.
Ice buns?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Do you want one?
Can I have both?
No, don't be so cheeky.
Oh, I want one for Ron.
This one?
Later on.
Oh, you cheeky girl. You can't do that.
Why not? Why can't I do it?
Because I said so.
Oh, Lord.
Do you want a flake in that?
Oh, matron. Ding dong. Arcade. Let's knock him up. Who's down here? This is Mr. Vic.
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
Good, come on in.
This is awesome. I love coming in here. Come on down.
It's tidy for a change. Unlike me, isn't it?
It's cool. It's that smell as soon as you walk in there of all these old monitors going.
That's his old chip shop
Takes
cabs,
me
that's
right
why.
back. I know, look at it, guys. This is so cool. It's all lit up. It's really, really cool. So let's start off, Vic. How long have you been collecting?
Ooh, it's got to be over 10 years now, I think.
10 years, it's
Yeah.
about as long as I've known you then, really. But you had a few
Actually,
cabs before I met you, didn't
Probably a
you?
bit longer, probably 12 years now, because I did it in
12
Weymouth as well. It's probably
Yeah.
13 years maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting on a bit now, and think
Right.
about it.
You were actually responsible for getting me into the hobby, I think, because do you remember when I got that Space Marines Part 2?
Yeah, the
I
one
put
with
it up on UK VAC.
the one that the
came
volume control didn't work. It was really loud all the time.
No, we had to
I
put a
had to
sock
get
in
in
it.
there and try and turn it down for you.
We had to put a sock in it, didn't we?
Yeah, a literal sock in
I know.
the thing.
That was cool. So you've been on UK VAC quite a while then as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I suppose you could look on my status on there, see how long I've been on there. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was on Jammer Plus before then.
Yeah.
And then UK VAC came back online again because they had a break for a while.
Yeah.
Because there used to be another forum, I think, and they went off, and then they came back on, and they're strong as ever now.
Yeah.
Yeah, been on there for quite a
long
while.
time, been in the hobby a long time. You met Billy Mitchell as well, didn't you, in Water Day?
I saw Billy Mitchell in 2004, 2005 when they went to the Fairfield Halls in Croydon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was before I was actually on the forums, before I was collecting even, but I got back into old games. Because I think I had like one of the Midway collections or something on the Xbox, original Xbox. I've always liked these old games.
What did they come over here for then? Was it a special event?
It was a big event. I think it was like the Americans against the British and stuff. And there was a lot of old school VAC people who I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
Like Bruce and and Luke Wells when he was still involved. And I think they all set it up there. But it was a really good show. It had like loads of cabinets, console stuff. It was really, really nice.
Yeah.
Good retro event. They did 2 there, and they never did any after 2005.
Yeah.
I think Billy was there.
Back again, haven't we?
Yeah, it'd be good to have a big event like that. But obviously nowadays it'd probably be Arcade Club, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's a big place.
Yeah, well, they need to come over to award a few people, don't they? Because you got an award recently for the 10 pence arcade podcast, which you do, which I started out doing with you.
Yeah.
It's really taken off. It's absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
I listen every week. It's so cool. Got a great community there, playing all the games every week.
Yeah, we had. I think it was 40 odd. I think we had nearly 55 players playing Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah.
It was quite a lot, and then 40 odd playing.
And I just missed the top
strikers,
spot, didn't I?
Yes, you were second. You did really well. You beat your 200,000, didn't you?
I know.
We've
I've
done that for a while.
Got to keep it up. Right, so let's start off with your collection, then we'll have a little bit of a chat at the end here.
Sure, is the light okay for you in here?
I was going to say,
I can put some lights on.
if we can shut this door and then turn the light on,
Yeah, sure.
because it would just be better, and then we can turn it off again when we're playing some
Come on,
games.
son.
Yeah,
Let me get behind you.
in. Look at this, guys. It's so awesome. That's better. Look at all these ISIS cabs. So what's the score of the ISIS cabs then, Vic?
It's rather an unfortunate name nowadays, isn't it?
It is a little bit. Are you going to change the marquees, or...?
I am going to, not for any reason like that. Back when I was a kid, like 8 or 9 years old, living in Rugby in the Midlands, they always had these in my chip shop. So only a little chip shop and only little cabs, as you can see, and they're easy to change your game in and out. And I played tons of games in these things.
Yeah.
So I remember these as a kid, exact machines. They're British.
Yeah.
They're sub-electro ISIS cabs. And back then, ISIS didn't mean what it means nowadays.
Is that a Midland company or London company?
I got a feeling it may have been Telford.
Right.
In the Midlands, or I've got a feeling they're Telford. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, they're British
awesome little cabs, and you can fit so much more in here, can't you? It's so
yes,
much better.
that is the reason. This is the area I've got. It's a garage.
Yeah.
But it's part of the house, so it stays warm at all times.
Yeah.
Which is nice because the machines stay lovely. They don't get cold. You don't get problems with thermal things. And I can fit loads in. I can fit another one in actually.
Yeah.
And if I even pushed it that way, I might get another 2 in.
Screens. You don't want to overcrowd it though.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, when it's tidy like this, it's a lovely little area. You've got all the games you can play. You can play sort of a bit cosy back to back with each other. But it's nice you have a few people and it's great. When I take one out, pull it out, you can imagine if I pulled this out to get in the back of it, it'd be like doing this again. And I'm always in the back like this, and it's just a pain. So when they're working, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Is that probably why then you've got rid of a few of the dedicated things? Because I noticed you got rid of Junior and things.
Yeah, I didn't play. I used to have Donkey Kong Jr. next to Dig Dug.
Yeah.
And I had it for years. I did a lot of work on it, restored it, it was mint.
Yeah.
And I got rid of it in the end because my idea was to put some Nintendo games in one of these.
Yeah.
Because I've got Junior in there now with your remix kit on it.
Okay.
I've got an adapter, it's a jammer adapter in there for the Nintendo games, and my Donkey Kong is a 4-layer board, the cocktail cabinets,
Yeah.
And it's got these little black plugs on, the proprietary plugs, and I've actually got an adapter, I just need to make the wires up for it.
Right.
So I'm going to have Junior, Donkey Kong, and I'll make a special adapter for Space Fever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have Space Fever games in there.
Switcher, can't you? I don't know who makes them, so you can have...
Yep.
And some guys actually got 3 boards in one cab, I've seen.
You can get up to 6.
6?
You can get 6, yeah, but it's a lot of... because they're all powered at the same time.
Right.
So if you look at this one here, this is my Scramble multi-kit, which Phil Murray did.
Yeah.
It's got this thing on here, so you can just whip it in between that and Time Pilot.
That's awesome.
I've got a few of them. I've not got them set up at the moment, but I've got about 3 or 4 in total. But at the moment they're dedicated, but I will have a switcher on this one.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you do that, you need an extra Donkey Kong to jammer adapter. You need 2 of them.
Right.
And they're like $40, $50 each. It's quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because they do the video inversion and the sound as well.
Yeah.
And all that sort of stuff.
So all these games in here, mostly your favourite ones, the ones that you don't want to change around?
Yeah, that's the reason for doing it.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, this has got Berserk in
So
it.
let's start off with this first one here then, Berserk. Now, do you remember that Berserk cab we picked up off that Belgian guy?
At one of the revivals.
South Coast Slam, wasn't
Oh, was it South Coast Slam?
Yeah, he was there. We bought it for 40 quid, didn't we?
40 quid.
Such an awesome game.
Yeah.
Do you remember playing it back in the day?
Yeah, oh yeah. I played Berserk as a kid all the time. Yeah. He was on holiday.
Yeah.
He was.
The speech, wasn't it? It was just so...
You'll hear it in a minute.
Yeah, so go on and give us a little quick go of Berserk.
So this one here is actually, if you look, I can't see it inside, it's only a small board about this big.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was on there.
It's a
J-Rock multi.
Yeah.
So you can play...
Frenzy.
You can play, let me get out of it a sec, you hold these two buttons down for a few seconds. You can play normal Berserk, which is the fast bullets version, which we did on the podcast ages ago. Slow bullets, which is my favourite, it's a bit easier. And Frenzy, which is rock hard.
Yeah.
I like it, but you've got to totally change your way of play from Berserk.
Right.
It's very, very different.
Right.
It's such a hard
Someone
game.
offered me a Frenzy, dedicated. Do you remember that
Really?
Golf I picked up in America in the Gyrus?
Yes.
Had him imported.
Yeah.
Same guy offered me a Frenzy.
Oh wow.
And you put me off it. I didn't buy it in the end.
Yeah, the
it's
board
not a good looking
sets-
cab anyway, is it?
I quite like it.
Do
I
you?
like it's the same as Berserk. It's got different
Yeah.
side art and stuff. But the actual original hardware is made up of old pinball parts,
Right.
and it's a whole door, a big cab door
Huge.
full of.
It wouldn't fit in there then, would it?
No, you wouldn't get it in there. No chance. It's a whole door like this of boards.
Yeah.
There's a power board, a graphics board, an audio board, blah blah blah. And the stuff it always breaks down.
Yeah.
That thing there is that big.
Yeah.
And it's got 3 games
Are they still
on.
available to buy, the J-Rock?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
they are.
got that just recently. A friend from
Right.
America came last week.
And that's a
He brought it
jammer
over for me.
adapter.
Yeah, you just put it jammer, straight in jammer.
Oh, right.
It'll even work on VGA. So if you've got a computer screen in there rather than an old arcade screen, it works at VGA as well.
Right, okay.
And you can have the scan lines and everything on it, just
Oh,
like
awesome.
to make it look more authentic.
Yeah. So, have you done much to this cab then, Vic? Because you're very handy. You work with machinery.
Yeah, I'm CNC Miller.
machines.
Yeah, all these panels I made, all
Right,
of
it's
them.
incredible. Look at these
And
guys.
that
All
one.
these panels that Vic's made.
These are only very simple things. They're nice and
No.
flat, you see. They're just flat with holes in. They're not
Yeah.
bent metal or anything.
No.
And this sort of stuff, we got this from a sign writer's who's next door to my work, and it's like it's a plastic. Sorry, an aluminium covered plastic, and then you see the black there is the plastic underneath it, like a perspex, and then another so it's sandwiched in between, and it's really soft to
And
machine.
you've got proper Nintendo buttons on there, I see.
I have, yeah. I got them in. They're actually repros.
Yeah.
They're Mike's Arcade repros. And
Oh, are they?
they feel quite nice.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they're taller throw, different size, and I make these panels. It's green at the moment
Yeah.
because it's just the material I have. But
Yeah.
there's going to be an overlay on it, on all
Yeah.
of them eventually.
Right, okay. When you get round to it.
Yeah,
It's a lot
when
of
you get round
work,
to it.
mate, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
Ollie Muddy Music Arcade Art Shop,
Yeah.
I think he's doing or has done these ones already, and they look lovely.
Yeah.
He's done them custom size because obviously they're a lot smaller than original.
Yeah.
And I've got a bezel surround, marquee, and a control panel.
So,
They look
is there a
really
lot
nice.
of these cabs around in the wild, do you think? Are they easy to pick up? Not now, obviously, because you've got
Not
them all.
now. I've got most of them. Yeah, they do come up now and again though, but they're,
Yeah.
they're quite sought after because
Yeah.
they're small
Because
and
they're
they fit
small,
in
yeah.
places.
Because I've noticed the cabarets have gone up a lot in price recently.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you've probably been to blame for that.
Might be.
Alright, so Berserk then, mate. So you played this back. Where did you play Berserk?
Usually on holiday when I was a
Yeah.
kid, because it's really fuzzy whether we had proper cabinets. I think we must have done
Yeah.
because the hardware is so big.
Yeah, it
and
wouldn't
it's all
be on.
dedicated. It wouldn't just go
Yeah.
in a jammer machine because you'd have to
Yeah.
have like loads of adapters
Adapters and
and
stuff.
it'd be a nightmare to do
Yeah.
a jammer adapter. But yeah, so I think I played it.
I
usually
remember,
on
see,
holiday.
my memory's so bad now, I can't remember. I'm sure I did play it back in the day.
You remember
I can't
the
remember
sounds, don't
cabinet.
you?
Yeah, the sounds and everything. But then you think, when you started getting into the home computer stuff, whether it was a game you played on there first, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think I played a game similar to this. It was called Shameless on
Yeah.
the Commodore 64 and the Atari 800 XL.
Yeah.
And that's very similar to Berserk. But I
Because the
don't
Vectrex one's quite a good
Vectrex is
version,
really
isn't it?
good, yeah. And even, believe it or not, the Atari 2600 version is quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's got speech, isn't it?
That was a later version. I think someone homebrewed it
Right,
later on.
okay,
But yeah,
yeah.
they did some good work with it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, so show us a little quick game then, Vic.
I'm getting
Berserk.
quite good at slow bullets. 25,000 now, which is
So
really
is this
good.
like Sheriff Slow Bullet?
No, it's not. Well, if you
Is it like dodging the Matrix?
Yeah, because there's different slow bullets and fast bullets. Same game.
Yeah.
But on the slow bullets,
So your bullet's slower.
No. The robots, when they go white after a load of levels, it's about 7,500 points. They fire really fast.
Yeah.
Really fast. But then when Otto comes to chase you away, like the hurry up guy, he stays at the same speed. So he can chase you and you go at the same speed. So you can actually get away from him.
Right.
On slow bullets, the robots don't get any faster.
Right.
They go to a cyan colour and they stay cyan. But what happens is at 5,000 points, Otto, when there's no robots left over, he goes really fast.
Right.
And if you're not halfway across the screen towards the exit, he'll get you every time. He goes a lot faster.
Harder then.
So what you've got to do is a little bit of tactics, risk and reward.
Yeah.
Is you leave the last robot if Otto comes on the screen. And if you've got a chance just to kill it quick before you get out of the exit, you can, or let him do it. But when he's coming across, if two robots kill each other and there's none left, he'll go crazy at you.
Right.
So you've got to be really careful.
Tactical, then.
Yeah, but it's an easier game, but you can play it a lot longer. That's what I like about it. Let's have a go.
Yes, yeah.
Speech on this is great.
The sound.
The sound is quite loud on this one as well. I like it loud. Getting diagonals is good as well. What you can do is you hide behind stuff to get them. The first level, they don't fire it. It's just like an easy level.
That's cool.
I did escape. Ha! And the less robots you get on a screen, the less time before Otto comes out. So if you've only got two on there, you've got to get going because he's going to come out almost straight away. That's the least amount you can have. I think the most amount is 11 because you obviously get 50 points for 5 robots.
Yeah. What's your high score on this?
25,000, just over 25,000.
No, you're John Studley, the perfect Pac-Man guy. He's pretty good, isn't he?
I think John's on about 40 or 50,000. He's very good. I think Mr. Charlie Farr's very good at it as well.
Is there a way of? Is there a route through the maze that's easy?
Yeah. Apparently you go like in a box. You go a clockwise box section. So you go right, down, left, up. I never do it. I think it's just. I don't think I'd have much fun after doing that.
Yeah.
I just go left to right normally, because I know where I'm going. And when you go like that, you always know that Otto's always going to come out of the room you came from. So the locked door, see? So if you go that way all the time, you know he's going to come from right.
Yeah. Right, I didn't know that.
So this is as hard as it gets now with the blue ghosts. So robots.
It's just the sound.
Oh yeah, they're really nice. And on this kit, there's so many options as well.
Yeah.
You hear that little clip at the end of the sound. You can either leave that on, which is original, or have it off. So it sounds better, but I left it on because I like the original sounds. Because apparently the speech cost a fortune to make when it was developing. It was obviously brand new in 1980.
Was this the first game to have speech in, do you think? Or?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was one of the first.
One of the first, because
yeah.
Wizard of War and Dwarf, they were good speech.
Yeah, I think they're similar times. This is 1980.
Yeah.
Similar release times. So he's not going very fast at the moment. When I up to 5,000, you kill the last robot, you see how quickly he goes. So he's going the same speed, but you can get away from him. If you can survive the first few seconds, you can usually do that.
I was fine just getting those diagonals.
Yeah, the diagonals are really important. If you can get it, usually you do a diagonal and then go the opposite way really quick because they're going to fire back at you.
That's cool. You've gone forever. We've got so many other games to see. It's awesome. I want one of those now. How much are the kits then?
About $225.
Right.
So you're talking about £160. But for those, it's as close as you're going to get. Closer than MAME even. Because on the board, it's actually got a Z80 chip on the board, which is the original processor. It actually uses a real one.
Right.
So it's emulating the ROMs and a lot of other chips, but it actually uses that core CPU to play the game. And the same on
Cubert.
That's Millstar software. It's a different processor. It's the same idea.
See that? OWL.
Yeah,
that?
below VAC.
Below VAC. Oh, we'll have to sort that out before
This is Donkey Kong Jr. original hardware with an adapter for Java. It's got your remix kit on it, which I want. I quite like it, but it's so hard.
It
isn't
is hard, yeah. Some
Difficult game.
fantastic level designs in it, though, aren't
It
there?
is, they're
It
mad.
just throws you right out.
Yeah, I think I need to practice more on it.
I absolutely love Donkey Kong Jr. I have to say, it has to be one of my favourite games of all time.
Yeah, I love it.
I just think it's brilliant, and I'm so pleased when you did it for the podcast.
Yeah. Oh,
'Cause I thought, oh, yes,
when I had
I've
my
got-
cabin here, it nearly always had Donkey Kong in it. Because it had the
Yeah.
black proprietary cables in it, so I could actually use it in there. Because Junior's got them and an edge connector, so you can use either.
You're better at Donkey Kong than you
I'm
are
a little
Junior.
bit better, yeah. But when I went back to this for the challenge, for the podcast, I got right into it again.
Yeah.
And it's in here now,
Yeah.
it's going to stay in here.
Yeah.
But I like the artwork for Junior better than Kong.
Donkey Kong, yeah.
So I'm going to get the artwork. I might get like a double Donkey Kong
Yeah.
done. I'm not worked it out yet, but obviously going to be custom size because it's a lot smaller than most.
Yeah, I think Nintendo really changed with Junior, didn't they? I think actually Junior was the first game that they developed in-house, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think they had
But
Ikigami.
they nicked the program basically. That's
Oh,
why they got
did they?
sued over.
Yeah.
Then I think they settled it like 10 years later with Ikigami.
Yeah.
It was all hush hush.
I noticed they started to release a few arcade games onto the Switch now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I have,
They've
yeah.
released Punch Out,
Oh really?
the
So you
arcade
play
version.
it up the right way.
No, it's split screen down the middle, which is a bit odd.
Is it?
So you've got the scores and everything to the left, and your
Excuse me.
and the fighting
Oh right.
thing to the right. It doesn't quite work.
So I thought I saw someone have it tape
You
mode.
might do. You might be able to rotate it. I'm not sure.
That's what's nice about it. You just have a little screen and do what you want with it.
I'd love to see the old, really old Nintendo games being released on it. That's what
Balloon
I want
Fight.
to see. Balloon
Balloon
would be
Fight.
cool, yeah.
Because I think they've released now that little red tent. You can put 2 switches in.
Have they?
Yeah.
So where's that available from? That's not a Nintendo official product.
No, it's not an official product. It's about £55, I think, or $55. I think you've got to get it.
Yeah.
You've got to import it. But it's a nice little. It's only about this little bit big.
Yeah.
But you can put 2 switches in it. And imagine playing Balloon Fight. And have 4 players.
I know. Awesome.
Two players.
It's a great game.
Oh, it's so
It's a
good.
great game.
So
So
good.
I can't believe you've got Cubert, mate, because
I haven't really got the original Cubert because that is also a pain in the backside to keep running. The
is it?
hardware
So
on that
this-
is awful.
So is
Yeah.
this another?
You can actually see this one. Get the door open.
Oh, right,
Look how
it's
small
tiny.
it is. How
Look
small
at that,
it is.
guys. Look at that.
Well, that's the original processor there.
So
you
it's another
see.
FPGA board.
FPGA
yeah.
again, yeah.
Yeah, and it's got the Cubert. Look
Yep.
at that.
But this isn't
Square.
just Cubert, it's got about 7 or 8 games on it.
Oh, right.
It's got slightly different versions of Cubert. Cubert's cubes, it's got
Yeah.
Mad Planets,
Oh, wow.
which I might make a control panel for, because you need a flight stick with a trigger
Yeah.
on it, and a spinner.
Oh, you've got to do that.
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Kroll's on there, twin stick game.
Not a fan of.
Reactor, that's a
Reactor's a good one.
really good music.
Ollie's got a reactor cabinet.
Yeah, I
You've
think
played on it.
Rav used to have one. Yeah, I played it. It's a good game.
Really, it's like it's like a rhythm-based type of thing, isn't it? Really cool music.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I
It's got
remember
it's
rightly.
trackball again as well. So I
Yeah.
need to make another panel for it.
Yeah.
I don't think I can get a trackball actually in here. It's had a really small one
Right.
because it's such a small control panel. But I love these FPGA things. They're
It's
brilliant.
worth it for Mad Planets and Cuba.
And I've got this one set up just to play Cubert.
Right. Is that from America again?
Yeah, yeah. It's from I think it's from Mike's Arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And you're going to get the knocker in there as well because Cuba.
am I going to get the knocker in it?
Yeah. You've got the knocker in there.
You have to
Right,
come close
cool.
to hear it. It's right
So
behind this
guys, if
door.
you don't know Cuba, when you fall off the edge, in the actual dedicated cabinet, there's a switch, like a pinball.
It's a pinball solenoid.
Yeah, solenoid switch that makes this
That's not that. I got killed.
that makes this knocking sound.
If I jump off now and listen down here,
Did you hear that, guys? The knock.
I can actually show you it. If you watch
See, I
that bit
imagine,
there,
you know those big bars you get in sash windows?
Yeah.
I thought it was something like that that come down and bash on the
Well,
side.
no, it's a
Where is it
little-
then?
Just up there.
Oh, is that what it is? That there?
If you watch,
What's it gone? Oh, yeah.
It's just
Isn't
thunk.
it cool?
it's good. I love it. It's really smart.
Where'd you get that from then?
America
Is that-
again.
America again.
It's
God,
basically
we've got to
a pin-
start
it's a-
making shit over here.
It's a pinball solenoid with this bracket they made, but I've
Yeah.
actually doctored it a little bit. Put some bubble wrap in there, so when it goes down, it doesn't bounce.
Yeah.
It doesn't go dunk and then ta-dunk as it comes down. It just goes thump, and that's it.
So clever, dude.
I love that. I really like that. It's just a silly little thing. I
Yeah.
really like.
Cubert's a great game as well. Really is a
I'm
good
really
game.
rubbish at it,
Yeah.
but I love it. It's so
Yeah.
smart a game.
Yeah, I love it. It's simple, isn't it? It's funny. It's one of those games like Pac-Man that seem to draw a lot of women to. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean? They
yeah.
just seem to love that kind of puzzle element. I know,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah. It's really colourful as
Yeah.
well. It's just accessible to everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, I played one at Darth Nunu's. What's his name?
Oh, Bruno's
place. You had a dedicated
Oh,
there.
nice.
And I absolutely fell in love with it.
Brilliant game.
Right, mate, this has got to be.
Here we go.
Oh, mate, honestly.
Here we go. It's one of your favourite games, isn't it?
This is one of my favourite games. It's one of the games I played in the joke shop in Twickenham High Street. It wouldn't have been a dedicated. It'd probably been in a machine like this.
Yeah, I thought so.
But I can remember when I first met you. I always remembered the game in my head and how it played, but I could never remember the name of the game. So trying to find it on MAME was a nightmare. There's 4,000 odd games on MAME, and if you don't know the name of it, it was like lost in time. And I always thought I was making things up. Because every time I tried to explain it to people, everybody thought I was thinking choplifter.
Yeah.
You know,
you get the
with
guys out of the
helicopters.
sea and stuff.
But no, it's not that. It's a really rare Stern game, isn't it?
Yeah.
How did you come across this board?
This is a real weird story. I bought it by accident.
Yeah.
I'd never played the game before, and I went over to the Isle of Wight to Arcadia Arcade, which I think is gone now.
Yeah.
And I got talking to the owner, and I said, "Oh, have you got anything for sale?" But this was like I was early on in my collecting career. I think I had like 2 cabs back then.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh yeah, come up to the back room. I'll show you all the bits." And there was just stuff everywhere. And I was like looking at things. And by then I'd had a few PCBs. You know, back in the day they were cheap, and the specific shape of a Scramble hardware game is very, it's like a big board and a little one on top.
Yeah.
And I saw this board and I went, "Oh, that's a Scramble, I'll have that." I said, "How much do you want for this?" He goes, "Oh, I'm not sure if it works. Give us 20 quid. I went, "Yeah, right, thanks very much." Got it home, built a little adapter, Konami 36 adapter for a lot of similar games. Plugged it in and went, "What's this?" And the cab I put it on, I had a jammer cab, I had 2 joysticks. I was like, it's actually quite good.
It is.
And this one here isn't an original game. This is actually a licensed version.
Yeah.
To a guy called Crazy John, who was Free Enterprise Games.
Which is probably the one I played on back in the joke shop.
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah.
But the story was, I actually talked to John.
Yeah.
Because he's still around.
Yeah.
And he did some amazing stuff back in the day, like bootlegging and stuff. But this was actually a licensed game. He said to me, he was at a show, like a big trade show in London, like the EAG kind of thing. And I think Gary Stern walked past and saw it and went, "Where'd you get that from?"
Yeah.
And he went, "I've licensed it." And he went, "Really?" And he went, "Yeah, I saw so-and-so person." And he went, "Right, I'm going to talk to him about that." He didn't realise.
Oh, right.
But it is actually a licensed thing, yeah.
It's actually, so tell us about the game then, mate. I mean,
basically you're a helicopter.
Yeah.
You're a yellow helicopter, and they're the helicopters that chase you. You get sharks in the water trying to eat your little men, because your men fall in on the parachutes. And you just got to pluck them out of the water, but not touch the water. And these guys are trying to shoot you. At the same time, when you get as many guys as you need for each level, you drop them on the island.
Yeah.
Bish bosh.
Yeah.
And there's a little bonus in between as well.
It's got the perfect risk reward element, because you're trying to save the little guys.
Yeah.
At the same time, shall I shoot that helicopter out of the sky first before I go and do that?
Yeah.
And you're constantly thinking, what shall I do first? See the little guy coming down, guys?
It is really
he falls
busy
into
game.
the water, you've got to pick him up and then drop him on the island. I think you have to pick 3 up to get onto the next level.
I think,
is that right?
yeah, it's 2, 3 and it goes on. But the risk reward again is if a helicopter is shooting at you as you pluck them out of the water, you get rescue under fire. And you get extra points for it. So you get, and when you've done the level, you get like another 150 each for each guy you pick up. Yeah. So
I would love one of these cabs just to play this on. I think I'm going to have to get one, don't you? It's the perfect twin stick shooter for me. Absolutely love. It's got lovely parallax scrolling.
Yeah.
Probably one of the first games to have that. Would you say?
First one I can think of. Yeah.
You've got Moon Patrol maybe had a bit of parallax.
Moon Patrol had it. Yeah.
But
this is 1983. This one's a little bit later.
Yeah. So really cool. We're going to come back to that later, guys, and do a little gameplay of that.
When you're playing it, I expect.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Next up is the classic Frogger.
It's not just a Frogger.
No, is it another FPGA board?
No, it's an original Super Cobra board, which was Scramble hardware. But our friend Phil Murray has done hardware. He's done a multi-game kit on hardware. I think he uses 3 little daughter boards on the actual board, and it can fit 31 different Scramble hardware games on it.
Oh, wow.
There's loads of them. I think he's done 5 so far. If I press those 2 together for a few seconds, just come out of it.
So you could have rescue on there then as well.
Yeah, that's one of the ones he's going to do.
Right.
But the thing is, you need 2 joysticks. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But that's fine. So at the moment they're all vertical games. I think a lot of them are, or nearly all of them are vertical games. It's going to be. This is going to be my Scramble multi-game machine. That's
Just
why I
trying
need
to think
two.
what other Stern games there are.
Well, there's Super Cobra. Because
Cobra,
they licensed that. You've got Scramble, which was the harder version.
Yeah.
Turtles, which I love, one of my favourite games. I think Amadar was in the Stern Cap.
Amadar, yeah.
You know, one with the monkeys where you go around the box
yeah.
and fill them in. And then Frogger. He's got loads of games planned for this, and he works on them when he can.
Right.
And he releases them. All you do is you just update there's an EEPROM in there.
Right.
And I've got an EEPROM burner myself, so it's easy for me to do. It takes 5 minutes, and then you've got a new game. And they've all the games have got high score kits on as well.
Yeah.
So you can save all your high scores on there.
I have to have a word with Phil. Just, I mean, for me, it's just to play Rescue. Because I don't think I'm ever going to find a PCB of that.
No.
They're never going to come up.
Because there's Minefield as well, a game that's very similar.
Yeah, the tank one, isn't
it?
Yeah,
that's the same hardware. It'll do that before long.
Yeah. Awesome. So look at this, guys. Look at these cabs. Doesn't that take you back to the old fish and chip shops, the old arcades? It's so cool.
It's the idea of it.
So cool. I like the way you've got the 10 pence arcade.
Yeah, that's the only one I've got. They're all very similar to these ones, slightly different colours. And that's the only one I've had like that. But I will get proper mark. I'll save these because these are glass.
Yeah.
I will save them. It's bubble wrap. I'll just keep them in the cab somewhere safe. But I am going to get proper marquees from them all.
Yeah. You've got a bit of Pac-Man artwork up there.
Yeah, that's an original one.
Original. So where would that have been displayed in an arcade, I guess?
Arcades, I suppose. It's
It's American, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's American,
Yeah.
Very cool, dude. So moving over to here, there's some more modern stuff here that you've always been into, haven't you?
The modern-ish cab. Modern for me is 90s.
Yeah. So what year? These are Pony Mark 2s.
Yeah, Jalico Pony Mark 2 28-inch strings.
Yeah.
So these came from, I think it was one of the arcades in London.
Yeah.
I think
it was Trocadero, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was owned by the Trocadero, but I think these were in Casino, which they owned as well. Because they had a load of these in the Trocadero. Casino, they had like 4 or 5 of these in the Trocadero.
We cleared out Casino, didn't we?
That's right, yeah. So these cabs, I think, are from mid-90s. They're Japanese. They're fully steel cabs as well. So
they're quite heavy then, would you say?
Oh yeah, they weigh as much as a small planet.
Yeah.
They are really heavy. But they're really
sturdy.
Robust, yeah.
They look the nuts, don't they? Proper Japanese.
I really like these. Yeah. And I'll never sell them. So don't even bother asking.
You had 3 at one stage, didn't you? You had a white one.
I had a white one
off Andy.
Yeah, I had it. I actually bought it off Andy from Arcade Club, and I had it in the middle.
Yeah.
And because I had a horizontal one for all my horizontal games and a vertical one, I never really used it. Yeah. Believe it or not. And I should have just put MAME in it and kept it, but then I had some of these, which I quite like as well, these Sega Naomi cabs. This is the chopped down one. I wish I kept it because it looks a lot neater. Yeah. But at the end, this one sticks out a bit.
Does stick out a bit, yeah.
And I won't ever get another Pony.
No. There's not many in the country, is there?
Not many at all. Less, 10 maybe, I know of. Yeah.
You don't see many people selling them either, do you? You don't see them pop up at all.
No, I think you have to pay about £1,500 for one of these. It's a lot of money, but I'm not going to sell them because I just love them.
What size screen have they got in there?
28-inch. Well, 28, 29, whatever you call it. I mean, the panels are just straight panels. I made these myself, got the overlays printed up.
Are they easy to rotate, the screens? Or?
They are, they're on a mech.
Right.
You undo a little bolt down here, and this completely flips up out the way.
Right.
It's got a little catch inside. And there's actually a rotating. You just get hold of it and just twist it. It's like a ball bearing thing.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really easy. But I mean, I should leave it like that because I've got the 2 machines.
Well, that's what a lot of people do that have got these. They have one for vertical and one for horizontal.
Yeah, it's always nice to have one of each.
I had a Naomi once, and it just didn't fit with the old Woody dedicateds that I had. I do like it, and I do miss. Do you know what? I'd like to have one just so I can join you with the challenge on the podcast, because I do love playing the old arcade games, but I don't know where I'd put something like that.
They are big.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, the stand-up ones are 260mm bigger than this. They're like nearly a foot bigger. They're sort of like here. They're quite tall. Yeah. This is the only machine I've got with MAME hardware in it. MAME software, sorry. So this is just MAME on there. Yeah. That's very simple.
Oh, iRobot I just saw there. Juno first.
Well, this is all the games we did in the 10 pence arcade.
Right. That's awesome.
10 pence experience.
That's awesome.
I haven't updated for a while, so I've got the newest ones in there. But I mean, a lot of the games we have played in the past, they're on here.
Yeah.
And so if you play like a horizontal game like I was playing a minute ago, like Elevator Action, it's a huge old screen.
Yeah.
But then when you play a vertical game, like Donkey Kong for instance, it still looks the same sort of
decent.
size as a 19-inch, proper cab.
because it's that big.
So it's nice having a big
But also,
horizontal screen.
to me, I don't like that cab at all. It's just my preference. It looks like a back end of a car.
they call them like Johnny Fives.
Yeah.
From the old what's it called? That film.
I don't know.
Short Circuit.
Short Circuit.
The robot in that looks like one of these cabs.
Yeah. I much prefer the ponies. They to me look awesome. But and the Blast Cities are quite cool, but I just don't like them. I don't know.
Yeah. But the thing about these, they're very. They call them universals because you can do all sorts of. I've seen gun games.
Yeah.
I've seen trackballs. I've seen banana one. For monkey ball.
Yeah.
And baseball games with the weird analog controllers.
Steering wheels. And
steering wheels. Crazy Taxi in one of these.
Yeah.
So it's all
18
sorts
wheeler,
of things.
I think, in one of them as well.
Yeah. You can get all those games. You can get the old. The House of the Dead gun games in there.
Yeah.
All sorts of things in these. So really, really, and you can swap the monitors on this, but you've actually got to. You take this bit off, and you physically got to take the thing out. It's heavy.
Yeah.
Twist it and put it back in again.
Yeah.
You can do it on your own, but it's hard. It's best with two people. Yeah.
And most of the time, to get them through the door, you've got to dismantle them, haven't you?
The good thing about these, though, is these come apart to nearly nothing. The biggest part is the base, which is about sort of 2 feet square and about a foot tall.
Yeah.
It's heavy. But I got one of these completely disassembled. This was actually this one. Myself and my wife in a Fiat Punto.
Wow.
It fitted. But it was a bit of a squeeze, but it showed the sort of control panel on a lap. Like
it's amazing what you can get in a car.
Yeah,
in a little van like mine.
But the good thing is they come down to next to nothing.
Yeah.
There's like the side struts come down, the thing on the front comes on the monitor, comes off the back, but it sits over the monitor.
Yeah,
control
the little Japanese decals. So these would have been original as well, wouldn't they? They would have had these displayed, whatever game that they've got in there.
Yeah, they call them pops. It's like a marquee.
Right.
I made these myself. They aren't original. The original ones are like a yellow colour.
Yeah.
And the light from inside actually shines through them.
Right.
If you're in the dark, you can see the light around them.
That is cool.
I just made them myself.
Are they stereo as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stereo. If you've got a stereo game, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are. Even with a mono game, it still comes out of both speakers.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I've got a switcher in this one actually. Jam switcher. I've got TerraQuest. So you press a little hidden button under here.
Yeah.
And you get Riding Up.
Wow.
Which is the two games we're looking at the moment.
Yeah, brilliant game.
Oh, it's a great game. It's hard as rock. It's so good.
That was one of the first games I had in my video master.
That's why it's Riding Fighters.
That and Raiden Fighters, but I did have that as well.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant game.
It's really nice.
Love it. Love the music to it as well.
That and number 2, I've got the boards of, and I really like them.
Yeah, so do you tend to keep those games in those cabs then? Are they easy to swap round? Or?
Yeah, they're just in that little panel there.
Little panel down there, right.
For a long time, I had Turtles, the one I've got on the Scramble multi-hardware, and Ms. Pac-Man Speed Up.
Yeah.
Just playing 4-way based.
Because you did have a Dreamcast set up in one of these cabs as well. Have you abandoned that idea then?
I had that in the Middle Pony that time.
Yeah.
And I haven't got a Dreamcast anymore. I sold a lot of my console stuff to a friend of mine. But I suppose you could emulate it nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can play them quite easily. I've actually got an adapter to play an original Xbox in an arcade cab as well.
Right.
So you can sort of play those kind of games.
But you don't really play them much, do you?
No. If you've got arcade games, just play them on MAME or play the PCBs.
Yeah,
or,
I'm the same way. And then over here you've got another favourite of mine, which I recently played at James's, RGP's. He's got a dedicated cab of this.
Oh, I love playing the original one.
Beautiful game, guys. If you don't know, this is Bosconian.
A quick game?
Yeah, go on. Show us how you play it, mate. Again, this has got synthesised speech. What year is this, Vic? Do you know?
1982, I think.
82.
Around that era.
And this is on Galaxian hardware or Gallagher hardware?
Gallagher hardware.
Gallagher hardware. So back in the day, a lot of these Bosconians got converted to Gallagher because that was a more popular game. Is that right, Vic?
Yeah, what a waste.
Yeah.
I think people
You
appreciate
don't like
that.
Gallagher, do you?
I don't mind Gallagher, but then this game,
Yeah.
I think it'd be a waste to ruin one of these to
Oh yeah,
play
totally
Gallagher.
agree with you. But I mean, from their point of view, they're just thinking about money, aren't they?
Yeah, sure.
But it is a fantastic game. So it's like it's an 8-way shoot, multi-directional shooter, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. You can kill the bases by shooting all the little pods,
you get more
or
points
just going
with
all for the middle.
Little pods on the side there.
Ooh. So you kill them off. That's your little radar. It shows you where everything is.
You can hear the music's very similar to Gallagher.
Yeah.
And the ship even looks similar. Doesn't it?
It does, yeah, red and white.
I can never make out what he's saying.
No one does. No one knows. We reviewed this on the podcast.
Oh no, it was a funny one. I enjoyed that one.
Because when the spy ship comes, there's a yellow spy ship. It comes later on in the game, and if he sees you, comes on the screen and gets away.
Yeah.
You get a condition red where everything just goes mental, goes
Yeah.
crazy, and you get loads of stuff after you. And it sounds like spice ship sighted.
Yeah.
Why are they carrying spices around space? So what? They don't have come in quick as well, the alien
Is
ship.
that your top score? 133?
No, I'm getting way bigger than that, about 300,000.
Jeez.
I do
You know,
like
I
it.
played this on the Spectrum only yesterday.
Is that the 85 version?
It's fucking awful.
It's they did do a Bosconian 85 or 87, and it's very different. You've got to get fuel and stuff.
It's rubbish, mate. I mean, there's obviously no speech in it. Unless there's a speech, because they did do speech on the Spectrum, didn't they? But,
Yeah, some games. But
you're just missing all the sounds which make half the game for me.
I actually played this as a kid. I actually bought the Spectrum version because I think it's a Mastertronic game.
Yeah.
And I bought it thinking it'd be like the original, and it's not as good.
And it's even got like the map here, which you get on, what's that other game?
Rally X.
Rally X.
Very similar hardware
Similar
again.
hardware again, yeah.
So the game does look quite similar. 'Cause you've got the main bit here, and
Yeah.
you've got the bit on the side.
Fantastic game, really like it. I thought you were saying a lie.
I'm not sure it's alive or alert. I'm not sure. It's just one of the crappy 80s synthesized sound. They sound great.
I like you've got the Sky Cruiser artwork.
It's like Cursor, yeah.
Sorry, Sky Cursor.
I had that in there earlier because I updated it because it's a more modern game. You can update it via wireless.
Oh, is there any chance we could play that then, do you think? Or is that a pain?
It'd be a bit of a pain to put in
okay.
actually because it's in the other room.
Yeah.
Well, I've taken that to shows before. There's not many of them in the country.
No.
I'll stop now.
So that was a new game, wasn't it, by those American chaps that you met?
Last year or the year before.
Yeah.
So I bought it mainly to help out with promotion in the country. And I've taken it to a few shows and people like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
And they did an update to it. They made it a lot more hard, more difficult.
Right.
And I don't like it as much as I did
Yeah.
before because I just can't last too long.
No.
The expert players enjoyed it more.
Are they going to mass produce that game then, do you think?
Well, arcades can buy it,
Yeah,
but they're only
I
releasing
see.
it in the arcade hardware.
Yeah.
You won't get it on Steam
No.
or anything like, or on a Switch or anything like that.
Just the arcade.
Yeah, but I think people have asked them, and then they might do one day, but they wanted to keep
Yeah.
it in the arcade because they
Yeah.
are purely arcade guys, and they want it to be like a mid-90s
Yeah,
game. That's what
yeah.
it's like. So, yeah.
It's got full-on artwork, isn't it?
Yeah, you buy an actual whole cab that they made up as well.
So, well, it's got some bits and bobs up here.
Mainly junk, but some nice
you've
things
got
as
all
well.
All your spares up here, I see, all your ball tops.
No, Alex, this isn't all my spares. This is some of my
Some of your
spares.
spares.
Yeah.
I see you started collecting the arcade.
Yeah,
Is there a sheriff one?
not yet. These ones here, because you do get the VFD games, you know, the old the old
Right,
Game
the
Watches.
LCD.
These particular ones are Walmart specials from America,
Oh, right.
and their actual colour. I've got a few.
You
These
can't
two have
buy
got
them
batteries
over
in.
here?
Nope,
Just
not
give
at all.
one down.
So this one here's got batteries in it. If you look at, you play that there, it's actually the NES versions.
Oh, right. How
So you
did they
actually-
get away with that then?
I think they're licensed from,
Right.
they've actually got Midway on there, Classic
You've not
Arcade.
opened them up yet? It's unlike you.
I have. I
You
like to
have?
leave them in there.
Yeah.
But that one there, these
cool.
I've taken the batteries out of these, so I don't want them to leak.
No.
But these one's also got
What's
the
the
batteries.
best one? How does the? I mean, obviously Centipede is a
Cubert.
trackball, isn't it?
No, but it works nicely.
Does it?
Frogger works really nice, and
Yeah.
Cubert works really. But then the NES on a chip. That's all they are.
Yeah.
And this one's quite smart as well. This is Rampage.
Rampage, yeah.
Look at it. It's sort of awesome, isn't it?
It is cool.
But that
I
one.
don't know, I've stayed clear of stuff like that because I just think, oh, it's just more stuff.
But there's about another 5 or 6, which are the VFD ones, which I didn't want.
Yeah.
Because the Asteroids one looked awful. Because you didn't actually move your ship around the screen. You just moved it around in a circle. You couldn't
I
actually
see.
move it.
A bit like Tempest. And
Cubert's sounding a bit weird. I'm getting a bit concerned now.
it's faulty.
Yeah, flipping things break down.
I see you've got a battle zone here.
Not
Still
working, of
not
course,
working.
like all battle zones
No.
except your old one that
Yeah,
worked.
well, Mark got mine working. He did a fantastic. He spent, he said to me, he spent more time on that battle zone than he did on the Sky Skipper.
Really? We might have
It's
another one
such a
before
pain in
long
the
to
arse. I
fix.
think he changed every single chip on the board.
Yeah,
They're so flaky, but I mean, mine was in a terrible state.
yeah.
But
Well, this
you
one
know,
came from the Peter Davis collection.
That's right, yeah.
So, it's got nails in here, look.
You got the other handle, right?
Yeah, I've got everything in there.
Right.
I've got a new overlay. This is just an overlay for it, because original ones were actually printed on the
Yes,
metal.
mine was, yeah.
But this is just an overlay, which I got an overlay for the Asteroids as well, so I want it to look the same.
I loved the look of the game, but I couldn't get into it. I mean,
I like it.
I had a lot of nostalgia for it, but it just didn't stay with me when I got it in the collection.
When I actually get it working, I'll see what happens. But I love it. It's a game I played as a kid as well.
Yeah.
I remember being quite good as a kid. I remember playing for quite a few minutes when I was playing.
I just found there wasn't much the risk reward element in there for me to keep coming back.
Yeah.
I like it though. It looks cool, but it's just not enough. And when you haven't got that much space, you only really want the games that you can do.
Absolutely, yeah,
I'd love one of these though, mate.
You're not having it. You're not having it. So many
Look at
people have
that,
asked
so
if they can
cool.
buy it off me.
Yeah.
Because the smaller one is the one to go for, really.
But for me, it's the artwork on the full one that I like.
You can get artwork for these.
You can.
You can
Right,
get it,
okay.
yeah.
Did they actually come with that artwork?
No,
though?
it was an
'Cause
optional
Tony
extra from
Temple's done
Atari.
it. It was an added option, right? Okay.
You can get it for Battlezone and Asteroids Deluxe as well.
Because I always thought, oh, they're ruining the look of what it originally would have looked like. But if that was an added option,
yes,
fine.
Yeah, you put it on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does look nice.
So cool. So tell us about Centipede then, Vic. Why is it so good? That does sound a bit dodgy, doesn't
Ooh,
it?
it's crackly, isn't it? Yeah, let me just pop it off and on again a minute.
Sounds like an earth, doesn't it?
Poor old Cubert. I don't know. I'm bothered by something.
That's better.
I don't know. Oh, not sure. I hope it doesn't go down anyway. It's a bit fortunate. I've not had it long.
Sounds alright now. So why is Centipede so good then, mate?
Oh, it's such a great game, isn't it? It's another game that I'm not very good at. Look, Mr. Holly has got his high score higher than me.
You should ban him from coming around
Just punch his beard out.
Pull his beard off.
Yeah.
Give it a tug.
It's a pain, but yeah, it's such
cool.
a great
Look
little
at the
game.
artwork there. Look at the translate over there. It's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. If I always said if I was ever going to have a tattoo, it would be Centipede.
Yeah.
I'm going to have one done.
Look at these evil centipedes. Look at them.
So cool.
Horrible bugs.
Yeah, I played this a lot back in the day as well. What year is this? 1980. It's just
Yeah.
a classic, isn't it?
So good.
Give us a quick go, Vic.
Oh, I'm not very good.
Just a couple of levels.
Oh, so look at that.
See?
Useless. But it's a game I don't mind being useless at, because
No.
if I do play it for a while, I do get a little bit better.
I feel like that with Donkey Kong. Like, I love Junior and I want to be really good at it. With Donkey Kong, I know I'm not that good, but I just enjoy playing it. Do you know?
Yeah. Of course.
But Millipede, though, I mean, a lot of people say that's got a little bit more depth to it.
It has, yeah. I'm not too
has.
keen on it myself. I like the original.
Yeah. Can you not get like a switcher or something?
You can, and I would like one, but
Yeah.
you've got to have a millipede boards to start with. I haven't
Right.
got. I've only got centipede board.
Okay.
And getting those boards
So
is
a bit
quite
like the
hard.
Donkey Kong Junior thing, just switches between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you need the extra hardware on the millipede board to play millipede, and then obviously centipede's a slightly lesser game to play. Oh, come here, you. Oh, stupid spider. Oh, dead again.
Easy to keep going. They're quite big boards, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're quite solid actually.
Yeah.
The Raster Atari games are pretty good. It's usually the Vector ones that are a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
Saying that, my Asteroids is pretty good. I mean, Battlezone is a nightmare though.
Yeah.
I mean, they never work. That didn't last long, did it?
No, now we've got a classic here, one of my favourite games I've had a few times. I know you've had this game a few times as well. You must have owned this cab about 3
I had
times.
3 of these.
So you had the upright,
I had a full upright.
which you sold to the 4 Quarters bar in London.
I actually sold it. I swapped it first with the Arcade Barn down in Exmouth when it was still around. Remember Sean?
All right.
And he had it for a while, because when I moved to London I wanted a smaller cab. So he swapped it with me for a Cabaret.
Which you had the red,
I had a red Perspex
Yes.
cover on, which I put on
which
myself.
you sold to me
I
then.
sold it to you,
Yeah.
and then I think I had it back off you, and I swapped it with Sean back from my original upright.
Yeah.
And then I sold that to the 4/4. It's still there now.
Yeah, still working.
And then I bought this one off Andy.
Yeah, you're not going to sell it again, are
No,
you?
this is staying now. I like this. Has got deluxe.
It
in
is
it
a
at the moment.
classic game, and it's so good. It's such a brilliant.
It's
game.
quite hard to see at the moment because of the lights on, but that's I got a dark blue perspex screen. It's usually white, obviously it's a very black and white game. But if you can just see
just
that,
about see that, can't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, when the lights are off, yeah, it's so cool.
So good.
You prefer that over deluxe?
I like deluxe.
You do?
I like both.
Yeah.
The deluxe, I like the shield on it and the fact you can go after the little ships, but it's rock hard.
The hyperspace is pretty useless, really. Okay.
The instant death button.
It is pretty much.
Yeah.
It could get you out of a sticky situation, but
yeah. I have got Asteroids, the original Asteroids board, which my mate Phil Nes for Life fixed me. He's getting really good at fixing the.
Yeah, he's a master of those.
Yeah, he's really good at the vector games now. So hopefully he's going to move on to stuff like Battlezone as well, which is another kettle of fish altogether.
That'd be good. And then here on to probably one of your favourite games of all time, isn't it? Big Bug.
Good old thing. It's never going anywhere.
This is a Euro version, right?
This is a Euro one, yeah.
How many other games did they make in this style of cabinet? Was it Fast Freddy?
They made Fast Freddy, Dig Dug, and Tempest.
Tempest, right? Okay.
No, sorry. Tempest is the same as this one. They did a Kangaroo in this as well, and I think they did a prototype
Popeye.
Gravitar.
Right. What am I thinking of Popeye?
Popeye looks very like a gyrus.
Yeah,
really,
that's right,
it's like the millipede Euro with a really flat front.
Yeah, Atari did a Popeye, didn't they?
Yeah, really super rare that one is.
Yeah.
But this Dig Dug's lovely, I really like it.
Yeah, you never get rid of that, please.
No, it's not going anywhere. I did think about, I'm building one of these.
Yeah.
Scratch build.
Yeah.
Poor old Cubert doesn't sound very well. I'm building a sketch book and I was going to make a Dig Dug because it actually came in the same shape as this.
Right.
So I wanted middies all together.
Yeah, all together.
And
but that's not that big though, Vic, is it?
No. And what I've done is in the end I changed my mind. I'm going to make a cab like this.
Yeah.
I'm either going to put Time Pilot in it.
Yeah.
Or Star Force.
Right.
So I'm just going to turn Cubert off because it doesn't like sound.
No.
Poor old Cubert. I'll do that later on. But yeah, Dig Dug. I had this from the barn because when I played it, I told Sean how much I loved it. Because I played this on my, I think I had a version of the VIC 20, the Commodore 64, the 800 XL, and I've always loved this game. I've always really loved it. All the bootleg different versions on their home computers, and then when Sean from the barn was going to sell it, he gave me first refusal, and they gave me it for a really good price. He had a hole here, as big as your fist, where someone kicked it in, and they had some black tape over it to hide it. So I actually replaced the whole wood and put more vinyl on it. I've had these all, powder.
Is that the original though, the CPO?
No, that's an overlay.
It's an overlay as well.
Yeah, it's a repro because it was all ripped. I think the original is a lighter blue.
Right.
And they never really got the colour right for these Euro versions.
It's fantastic. I love the way the speakers up here. Well, it's just a grill, I suppose.
Just a grill.
Yeah.
I think the speaker is in there actually. To be honest with you.
You played this back in the day, then? Did you?
Yeah.
Say?
I must have played it on a full upright, I think.
I think it was quite popular because I remember it in quite a few arcades, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this and Mr. Do are very similar games, and I played both of them as a kid.
Yeah.
Like both of them, yeah.
Were they released about the same time, Mr. Do and Dig Dug? Which came
first?
first?
Dig Dug came first because Mr. Do was officially copied a little bit. They got the ideas for it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different elements in Mr. Do as well. Both great games, but this one for me is one of my favourites.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's a good game.
Oh, it's such a great little game. I mean, it's one of those games you learn how to play.
Yeah, it takes a time like Junior. You can't just jump straight into it. You've got to learn. There are patterns.
Yeah, you have to use patterns later on in this game because it's just too quick. Yeah. It's impossible.
But once you get into it, when you know the game inside out, it's a really enjoyable and relaxing game. I find it's not a stressful game.
It gets a bit mad later on.
Does it?
Yeah, it gets really fast. Yeah.
And then we've got an old trim line back here, haven't we? The old Phoenix.
Yep, Taito trim line. These cabs are Japanese, and they came for all different games. You can get Jungle Hunt in there, you can get Polaris, Space Invaders, Crazy Climber.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of games you can get in here. Yeah. There's about 10, I think.
Yeah.
This Phoenix, I think, was only released in Europe because when I put this on some of the American sites, it was like, oh, is that a bootleg? I said, no, it's Taito. It's all Taito numbered inside. And they copied this from Zarzon, I think.
Yeah.
It's just different colours. I think Zarzon's got 2 buttons on it, it's like different colours.
Yeah.
But at the moment, before you came tonight, Flipping Phoenix PCB stopped working, didn't it?
Oh, right.
Useless.
Yeah.
It was been going a bit weird for a while. When I had the arcade on, when the American friends came last week, I left everything on, and I kept hearing a beep every now and again. I was like, that doesn't sound right. And I knew it was coming from here. And when I came over a few minutes later, it was just the screen was frozen.
Yeah.
So I turned it off and back on again. It was fine.
Yeah.
But every now and again it would freeze. And when I turned it on tonight, it was just junk all over the screen.
Well, I thought they were pretty good Phoenix boards.
Yeah, well, and my one's got a high score kit on it,
Yeah.
thanks to Phil Murray as well.
Yeah.
But this game is pin compatible. It's
Yeah.
like it's sort of the unofficial follow. This is Pleiades.
Yeah, it looks similar. The spaceship looks similar.
Yeah,
the way
it's
it moves.
very similar. Very
Yeah.
similar. It says Century on there and Tech-On, and nobody really knows who made Phoenix. But Phil's been into the code for this because he did bits and bobs with the original game.
Yeah.
And he said it's almost exactly the same code.
Right.
So he's almost convinced that Phoenix was done by Tech-On.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this cab here is for Sean, is it? This one? This
Yeah,
one
hopefully he's going to have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it quite cheap for him, and all I'm going to do is fix that for him and just charge him what I
Yeah. Charge
used.
him
Yeah.
pork pie or something.
Yeah, a couple of pork pies and biscuits. I mean, that panel I made up for him as well because it had a really manky panel. He just wanted a single joystick 4-button thing. I was just going to sort of get the monitor working because I've got to send off the chassis because it wasn't working. Bolt it all together for him. I've given it a clean already. He's okay with it being a bit brown and a bit burnt. And
I think you can get this out of this colour on plastic because I know people do it on the Super Nintendo. They get a lot of it. I don't know what they use.
You've got to soak it in like a bleach and leave it out in the sun.
Yeah.
So getting this in a container of
Or
bleach.
you could respray it, couldn't you?
You can do, yeah. Some people do
Probably
that.
better,
You can
wouldn't
send it to a car shop.
Yeah.
But Sean doesn't want to spend that much money on it.
No.
It's, he just wants a working cab. He's good at playing.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about the cab.
Yeah, it'd be nice to
And also,
make it nice for the house, though, wouldn't it?
Also, getting sun in this country is quite useless.
Yeah.
Lately.
I say spray it Nintendo Red, Sean.
Some people have sprayed them different colours. I think they look quite nice.
Yeah.
But most people get a bit freaked out if they see a non-white one.
All right, guys, so we're going to have a little break, and then we're going to come back in a minute and just chat a little bit more. Thank you. Right, guys, we're going to do 2-player rescue of one of my favourite games of all time. What is the game I played back in the day? How do I coin up? Is it already coined up?
Buttons at the front there, Sean.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 in there, so you can play 2-player.
2-player, twin stick shooter time. Love this.
They are 1 up. Don't fall in the drink.
So we've got to pick the little man up there. Look, he's shouting for help.
Help.
I mean, then we drop him off the island over here. Where's the island?
Yeah, you've got to get 2.
Oh, we'll get 2, have I? And then the island appears. Can't remember it now.
You start with 1 helicopter chasing you, and then you get 2. I think you get 3 later on, which is hard work.
There we go. So land on the island now.
Don't miss it. Don't get hit by a bullet.
There we go. Such
Level
a
1.
cool game. Just
So you
night
rescued
time.
0 under fire, then they weren't actually firing at you when you picked them up. You get
See,
extra
see the
points
sharks
for that.
there, guys. Look.
Yeah, it's stupid. He's going to have him. Oh, he's had him away. Is that blood there? There's another guy.
What's bomb? I forgot. Is it one of
The
those
second
buttons?
button, yeah, where your right hand thumb is.
Because you get the boats, don't you? That you've got
You
to.
get submarines and boats
I
later
just
on as well.
chopped up one of the people.
Oh
with
no! You murdering get.
I love the power out scrolling. So
It's lovely, isn't it?
I see the
They
only
really chase you as well, the helicopter.
the only
They get really
negative of this
fast.
game is the bullets a little bit hard to see sometimes.
It's a quite hard game to play, isn't it?
Yeah,
My best ever is 58,000. That's going.
that is
son.
good.
I think
I
this
did pretty
version
well
as
last.
well, because this is the free enterprise licensed version.
Yeah,
I think it's harder than the Stern one. Because I played
Right.
the Stern one on main. I
yeah.
think this is a bit more difficult.
The cab is stunning, isn't it? You saw one in Fun Spot, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, I played it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
So you've got a bomb as well. You can bomb submarines.
Oh, there he goes, and then get hit by a bullet.
Oh
Get
shit!
out of the way,
Your
you.
turn.
You watch me play really badly now because I'm on film. Right, so what I do is let them shoot at you. Even if bullets go near you, get the rescue under fire.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be anywhere near you really, as long as it's sort of in your vicinity, you get it. I sort of hover around the bottom as well. But what you do when the 2 come is always get 1 first. Oh, I got caught by it. If you get rid of 1 and leave 1 on there,
Yeah.
it makes your life a lot easier.
I love the way the helicopter just spins out of control when he gets
Yeah.
hit.
You
It's
end
not
up-
like an explosion, is it? It's
No.
proper.
When you fall in the water as well, it sort of sinks down.
Yeah.
It sort of drops in and sinks. Look at that.
Oh, I had to escape there quickly.
Yeah, you drop the guys. If they don't climb on board quick enough, you drop them, but you can just go and get them again.
Yeah.
Right, that's your game over already. Oh my lord.
Come on, you've got to get to bonus at stage.
Let's get some guys up. And another guy won't fall in until you've got rid of the last of the helicopters. You can't just, keep getting the guys with one helicopter. And even if the helicopters hit you as well, they kill you. Anything on the screen will kill you. If you fall in the water, you get killed.
Yeah.
You get shot. You get shot by the boats.
Really.
Oh god, yeah. You're telling me. So you get a rescue under fire when they fire at you.
For the podcast, didn't we?
We did, yeah, a long time ago.
People like it? I can't remember.
I don't know. We didn't have as many listeners back then. We didn't really. The people who listened didn't challenge us to play. We just played against each other. I think I beat you, but I think we were quite close to scores back then. Yeah. I mean, I've got the original game, so I can play it whenever I like. Yeah. And if you play it on MAME, you need a twin stick setup as well, which not a lot of people have. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Land on the island. Gosh. I think you get an extra man at 20,000.
So you tend to stay clear of sort of car games and twin stick shooters on the podcast, don't you? Because of that
reason. Just because people can't play them at home that readily. That's all. I do like them. I mean, twin stick shooters. I mean, I really like to do Robotron. It's such a great game. Oh, thing there. Whoa.
That Turbo, that game used to have a car game.
That's a great game. It's a steering wheel and analog controls, see, so not many people can play. You need a real dedicated cam for that.
Yeah.
That stupid submarine firing at me, you horrible thing. Get out of it. There you go, land on the island. I think you get 500 points for each guy, and if you rescue them under fire, you get 1,000 each.
Well, blimey, that's a big boost, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the bonus level. You just got to get as many as you can without chopping them to bits. But they take quite a while getting on board.
Blood there as well.
Yeah, I know. It's all red, isn't it? Three.
Three.
You can never get more than about 4, I think. It's quite difficult. So you've got a speedboat now, which you can shoot. You've got 3 helicopters chasing you now.
That's pretty manic, isn't it?
It's hard work, yeah. We'll get him as well. I think you also get the submarines as well. No, sorry, you get the... Is it the sharks? You get all of them at one level later on. It's quite intense. Whoa. And obviously the helicopters can hit you on the way down as well when you shoot them, so they can get you all different ways.
Yeah.
Whoa! I should have just landed then, shouldn't I? I got an extra life. Oh, get out of it, you.
I think I was pretty good at this back in the day, you know. I used to play it so much because it was so local to me. I was always down there.
I never saw a home version of this.
No.
I don't think it ever came out on anything.
Is it Choplifter?
Choplifter's
similar, but it's not.
It's not a twin stick though, is it?
Same, is it? No.
No. We did level, cool. Not a bad score so far. Ooh, missed him. Come here, you.
You can be quite methodical about your gameplay, can't you? Because you're not flying around everywhere. You just...
The submarines you can only get with your bomb as well. You can't shoot them. Like... Oh, damn it. That's not bad. 35,000.
Excellent. Corporal. Well done, mate.
Yeah, cool. Put your name in. I like how you put your name in as well. So.
Yeah.
Bomb, I think, was it? Yeah. Doesn't save the high scores, unfortunately, but when it's on the multi-game from Phil, it will do.
Phil, got to sort it out, mate. I want that so badly. Well, cheers, Vic. Thanks for showing us that.
No problem.
Right, now we're going to do... Well, Vic, thank you very much for showing us around your arcade.
No problem,
absolutely
mate.
Awesome. Loved it. I always love coming around here because I used to live only, 10 minutes up the road, didn't I? I've moved a bit further. Still love coming around here. Because you just love building the cabinets, repairing stuff. You do a lot for the community. You've been around a long time, actually. Yeah, I know. But in the community you have.
Yeah.
And you help a lot of people out, and I think a lot of people appreciate that. Well, I always have done. You've always helped me out in the bars. And the podcast as well, which is what I want to end on, because that's really helpful. You do all the tech tips on there. You do... advertising for all the events that are happening. It's just an all-round fantastic podcast. What gave you the idea to do that in the beginning?
Well, I used to listen to No Quarter, the American podcast,
Yeah.
with Mike and Carrington back in the day, and I thought, why haven't we got a UK one? I know there's UK console and retro gaming podcasts. I thought, I wouldn't mind doing that. And I thought, I'll get together with someone I know who's close. We can get in the same room. That was you at the time. And we sort of know about games.
Yeah.
In a sort of, we're not professionals in any kind of way. And we just get on with it, play some games. It was great fun. And I built you that little bar top so you could play all your games. You didn't have a jammer machine at the time to play them all on main and stuff. And it was just got into it, and then it just sort of grew really. I mean, it was really, really basic back then. I mean, the sound quality was awful.
I had to come round every Sunday.
Yeah, and I had to bring all the bits round in the box and stuff around the arcade room. I didn't have a clue back then, but like anything with any kind of podcasting or what you do now with the videos, you learn, don't you?
Yeah.
You know how to do the editing and that. That's the biggest pain in the backside. I mean, I do grizzle about the editing because it takes quite a while. You usually have to work early on a Monday to record on a Sunday and do all that. But I mean, when I start editing and I start putting silly sounds in and mucking about and putting the robot in that does all the hints and stuff, I get quite a kick out of it.
You're laughing to
Especially
yourself.
making me and Sean look really silly. I quite like doing that.
Well, that's what I like about it. You hit the nail on the head. It is fun.
Yeah,
it's enjoyable.
Yeah, but I hope people get a bit of
knowledge out of it.
Yeah, knowledge. Not to say expertise. Not expertise in any way. I mean, Sean's a really good games player. He's really knowledgeable about the games because he played it back in the day as well.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a while now, and I can fix things, my own stuff, to a point.
Yeah, I think you both bounce off each other pretty well, and you both complement each other. I mean, Sean's obviously very good at the games, but you're very good at the technical side. You're very knowledgeable about the history of where the games come from. Yeah. And I enjoy it. I love doing it, but obviously it was time for me. Yeah. And
I mean, you were obviously busy at the time.
Yeah. Life gets in the way, and I think with YouTube, it's just easy. I can do it when I'm ready to do it.
Yeah, because we do release one every 2 weeks. Yeah. And you can sort of do it when you want.
Yeah, so guys, if you haven't heard of the 10 Pence Arcade podcast, download it now because it is well worth the listen. If you love all this arcade stuff, download it. It's great fun, it really is.
Yeah, and we usually get the community, the listeners, to play along with us as well, and get them to put in their scores, a picture of their scores or whatever. We put all the information on the website, www.10pencearcade.co.uk, and send us feedback. We love hearing from the community. It's great. Have some really good ideas sometimes, or just mess about. We like to muck about. What do
you think the community now then? It's changed a lot from when we got into the hobby, isn't it? It's really grown.
Yeah.
All we had was the barn, wasn't it? Sean's barn back in the day. There was probably a few others you went to, but...
Yeah, well, there's a few little arcades in London. I mean, we talked about it earlier, the Trocadero was back open then, and they still had an old arcade section with a load of these ponies in there, which I used to go to quite regularly in London, but then that sort of fell apart a bit and closed down, and all the little places they owned around London as well went. You've still got Las Vegas in Soho.
Oh yeah,
which has got a load of...
contacted me.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, Toby.
You've been up there yet?
Yeah, I've been there a few times. Yeah, they've got a lot of sort of not ultra modern game, but sort of more. They've got the dance machines, rhythm games, but some of the new ones. They've got 2 U-Beats in there now as well. And U-Beat is a great game. Yeah. Yeah. Have you played that at Arcade Club?
I think I have. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Really,
I do always tend to sort of radiate towards the old stuff.
We do, but have a go at
U-Beat.
It's really good.
Is that one of the blocks?
It's got like a sort of a cube-looking control panel with 16 clear buttons on it, and they've got images underneath, and you press it when the images light up, and you sort of play like a rhythm. And it's so easy to get into, but it's really good. Yeah. I mean, everyone I know who's, it's a dance game, they have a go of it, and within 5 minutes they love it, and they want to play it all day. So it's a really, really nice game.
So, I know you're thinking about moving house. Are you thinking to grow the collection any bigger, do you think?
I'm not sure about grow the collection that much.
Is there any cabs that you desire?
There's a few, as you know, like the cabaret size. I wouldn't mind a couple of cabarets. I wouldn't like maybe a Miss Pac-Man. Yeah. Because that is a different shape to the Pac-Man cabaret. There's Wizard of War I'd love to have. I'd love an Astro Blaster, a Gorf maybe.
We're very similar, me and Vic. We love the same games, totally. We always have done, haven't we? Games, we do.
In the cabaret sizes, I really prefer them because they just look. You see the uprights, or you used to see the uprights a lot, but the cabarets you didn't see as many because they never made as many on the production lines. Yeah. So they're a little bit rarer, but I wouldn't say ultra rare.
No.
I mean, in America you probably get some over, but it's just getting them over.
Yeah, and when space is a premium when you're in England, you know,
Yeah.
it's the way to go forward, I think.
Exactly.
You know.
That's one of the reasons I've been putting these jammer switches in these cabs, because you can play like the multi there that I got. I basically moaned at Phil for so long. He said, oh, "I'll do it," in the end.
Yeah.
He did a really good job of it.
Yeah.
I just got on at him and on at him, and in the end, he sort of did it. Friendly, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's done a really good job of that. And there's going to be just so many good games on there.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
definitely be up
tons
for
of games.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Frogger shouldn't really be able to work on Scramble hardware because it's like an updated version of Scramble, but he made it work.
Yeah.
He messed around with the colour palettes and all sorts of weird and wonderful things, and complicated for me.
Yeah, to understand. But
He's
yeah,
done a really
done
good
it.
job. I mean, there's a bunch of games on there, like Rescue we've done before. Remember we did Tasmania?
Yeah.
That's going to come on there before long.
Right.
Oh, there's loads of games.
What's that Super Glob? That's not Stern, is it?
Super Glob. I've got a feeling it's similar hardware. It's
Yeah.
like Pac-Man kind of hardware, and Pac-Man Galaxian
Yeah.
and Scramble is very similar hardware.
Yeah.
So you might be able to adapt it. I don't know. He's
That
a
would be
wizard,
cool.
that guy.
That was
He's
a good
absolute
game.
wizard.
I enjoyed that.
Yes, real fun. So
Well-
yeah, I'm looking forward to the new games coming on there. as
Yeah.
well.
Well, that's it. Thanks very much, Vic, for showing us your arcade.
No
Hope
problem.
you all enjoyed that, guys. And again, get onto the 10 Pence Arcade podcast or even UK VAC. If you're into all the old
Yeah.
stuff, just get on UK VAC. There's loads of friendly people on there that will help you. Anyway, cheers, Vic. Thanks for
Mark.
that. Cheers,
Thank
guys. Well, there you go, guys. Another game room tour over. Hope you really enjoyed that. I absolutely love going around to Vic's place. Just the smell when you walk in there, all those monitors burning away, that old 80s smell really takes you back to the old 80s arcades. And you know, he's just got so many great games. He really knows his stuff. And just having that rescue there, I really, really want a rescue set up. That's just, then if you go back to one of my older videos where I talk about my top 10 arcade games, Rescue is in there. It's such a brilliant game. Such a great twin stick shooter. I really love that. I'm really jealous of that, Vic. But no, it's great fun. Always is great fun. Go around and see him. And guys, if you want to know more about the old arcade games and you want to take part in high score competitions, just go onto iTunes and download the 10 Pence Arcade podcast. I'll put a link in this video below. It's brilliant fun. It is really funny actually, and it's just a great way to catch up in the community and events what are going on throughout the year. So it's well worthwhile. If you enjoy all that old stuff that I do, you'll really, really like it. So that's it for this week, guys. Just got to say thanks again, Vic, for letting me do that, and all you guys for watching, subscribing and thumbing it up. And I'll make sure I get another one out, hopefully in a few weeks' time. So take care, guys, and thanks for watching. Cheers.